You're incredibly tied in not only to the NBA, but the Warriors. And you start looking at the Ben Simmons situation. There have been a lot of rumors about, Simmons could fit Golden State. They don't need his shooting. They need his defense. Yeah. They need his size, because they can get small and they could ship like Wiseman, Andrew Wiggins, multiple picks. Do you buy that Simmons Warriors rumor at all?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they're into Simmons that much. I think there's a split. There are some people who are like, man, give me that much talent, I'll make it work. But I think the Draymond problem is a big concern. They already have a guy who's kind of like that, right? But Draymond is like a little bit, or not a little bit, he's definitely more aggressive offensively, but he doesn't stick to three. You don't have to guard him like that. So I think they're concerned about putting two of those guys together. I don't know if they pull the trigger, but at this point, look, Colin, the price ain't what it used to be. So it might be like, yo, I got this Mercedes for you for $500. It's like, who wouldn't take it? Right. At some point. Right. Like, it's like, yo,
no, we talked.
Wiseman.
No, I talked about this the other day. I said, Embiid, once a big gets hurt, you better move him early. He's just going to lose market value every injury. Listen, I love Embiid. He's the closest thing I've seen to Shaq, but I'm not giving you a ton for him. I'm baking in his injuries. I'm just going to say as a GM, brother, where do you want me to go on that? This is not a 9-year player. This may not be a 4-year player.
Facts, yeah. I'm not. I think the price is dropping. Not just because, like, you got the injuries with Embiid. You got the fact that he just didn't close, and this is not the first time. He didn't close out Atlanta. And wherever he goes, he's a guy who's going to want the ball. Ben Simmons stock way down, right? You can't play him at the end of games. Though I wonder if he hung out with Clay, would this be an issue? Clay would have him shooting free throws at 80% rate. Like, hang with Clay is a life solution. Clay right now is swimming in the Bay Area in the literal Bay. Put Ben Simmons with Clay for an offseason. I bet you he shoot 80% from free throw line.
Well, also, Simmons can give you 19 to 22 a game as long as you don't have a dominating big clogging it up. So that's why fine.
He's perfect. That's why he's perfect. You got Clay, you got Steph, you got Draymond, and they're pushing it. He's incredible in transition. Like, you're not asking him to do this. And also, it's not clashing with the big guy who needs to be posted. Unless, somehow Steve Kerr decides that, we're going to turn James Wiseman into Joel Embiid, but I don't think that's happening at all. But I think Simmons is a fit in the sense that he can play the Warriors style and you don't need his shooting. I just wouldn't give up a lot for him after what we just saw. Now it's like, I got some used Air Jordans and what I'm saying? Maybe Wiggins, right? Like,
I give Wiggins and Wiseman.
That's a lot. That was the price before. What was the price for James Harden? It was like a pick or.
Okay, how about Wiggins, Wiseman, and you give me your first round pick? I get the Sixers #1 pick, but I'll give you Wiggins, Wiseman, and Simmons. I get Simmons.
I'd do that.
Okay, so that's what I would do. I give me Simmons in your first pick. I don't think Wiseman fits the Warriors style. Marcus, I don't. It's weird. It doesn't work to me.
Nah, he's not that type of guy, and they didn't play him like that type of guy. Here's the problem, and maybe Ben Simmons is the answer to this. He doesn't look like it anymore. They just have to start preparing for life after Steph. And maybe they don't, right? Maybe Steph is like, yeah, cut that out. I got 5 years left. And it's like, all right, whatever. And that's why I'd trade Wiseman if I got the shot. If I get something good for him, I'd trade him. They're a little bit like, no, but they're thinking about, what do we do when the orbit of our universe is no longer that guy? And the part of them probably thought that would start this year. And the Steph goes out and he looks amazing. It's like, oh, we got more time. So they have to think about it at some point, but he's not a fit. He can learn to be a fit, but that ain't next year. That's like
Wiseman. Right. Yeah, Wiseman's timeline doesn't fit Clay and Steph.
It doesn't match at all. So
Simmons does.
No question. You give me a lineup with Steph, Simmons, Draymond, Clay, and pick the fifth guy, somebody who can shoot. That you're going to swarm. They're going to run the floor. They can defend. They got two of the best shooters in history. Like it would be pretty potent. It would be pretty potent. And then at the end of the game, when it's 5 minutes left and you got to get a bucket, you don't need Ben Simmons to carry you, right? Like he's catching a lob. He's finishing in transition. He's not like, yo, what was with Philly, by the way? Every single thing is an ISO. Every single thing is an ISO. It's like, can y'all do a 5 seconds of Princeton offense? Can we get a back cut of some kind of motion or something? Like, it's not working. It's game 7. You hear against the Hawks because it ain't working. Why are you ISO and Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid from the hash mark 28 feet away? It was ridiculous. Ben Simmons would do none of that on the Warriors. Probably ever. Never.
Right.
So he was like, yeah, dude, pass the ball, set a screen, please.